stay in my line. You know me, my dog, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the Buffalo Bills. With that, let's get up to Buffalo. Standing by at New Era Field, here are Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gotton, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's the punter, Sam Martin, now ready to get us started. And off we go from New Era Field. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They established the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Allen under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The man they call Snacks, Damon Harrison. The defensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen, and that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. And it's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. Pulled in at the 24. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a former Pro Bowl quarterback out of the University of Georgia, Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford is a big-arm guy who's learned how to temper some of his throws. Actually has added a lot more touch and accuracy as his career has gone along. Big-time confidence in his arm, though. Any throw you want, he can make it.
Open man is Galladay, complete. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
I think Lorenzo Alexander's the ultimate chameleon in the NFL. Has reshaped his body to play different positions. Fullback, defensive tackle, defensive end, outside linebacker, special teamer. He's done it all, and now he's reaping the benefits. Fully entrenched as an outside linebacker in the NFL.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. This one complete to Lacy. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on 1st down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Amendola, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That was Jordan Poyer, the safety, in for the sack.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and 2, Allen throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, and it's 3rd and short. And the starting crew defensively for Detroit.
As Darius Slay continues to improve at the cornerback position, he may live up to his own nickname as the Slaymaker.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Allen going to throw. And able to find John Brown. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Tackle made by the 3rd-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They will run with Singletary. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Go, Mike. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the first carry here for Frank Gore. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. A much different 2nd drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the 2nd one.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Here's Allen to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Stephen Hauschko for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 31, Stafford throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards.
Red 80.
From the 50 at Stafford. And that's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson. And that'll bring up second down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Detroit.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. Out of the gun, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Set! Waiting! Mike, 58, right there.
From the red zone now, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Singletary to get the drive started. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Singletary. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Right here. Ready? 51. Mike, 51. Here we go.
And now they'll throw with Allen. He's got Smith here. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run the counter. Singletary. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Here's Singletary. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
I got you.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Throwing now is Allen. This will be caught by Brown. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
7-7, our score after 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Get in the weight room. That's it.
To throw, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but now it'll be 3rd down. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
For the Bills field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start things on first down with Bo Scarborough. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Set, 280. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford. Open man is Galladay. Complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Set, 260.
Stafford on first down. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Set, 20. All day, dog.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford. This one complete to Lacey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Throwing is Stafford. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Prater on to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. That time a 6-play drive. And the touchdown run came from Kerryon Johnson to cap things off. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
Frank Gore and company trotting back out there as they get set to go again on offense. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Here's Allen. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jarrett Davis came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. Showing up.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. nowadays an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
Allen now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's caught. Smith. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Singletary. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. They've got the lead. He's a big reason why. Looking sharp so far.
And as we travel around the league, we see quarterbacks get it done in a variety of ways. But today's NFL does tell us one thing. If that guy doesn't play well, their team's not going to win. And right now he's got his team in the lead.
And now they'll look to extend that lead. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Johnson on the counter. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now Prater to add the PAT. It's good, and it's 21-10. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Right here. Mike 51. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. What's that? 51. What's that?
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Allen throwing again. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 16.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
On first down, it's Gore. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Throwing on second down. Allen to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The Bills on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10.
And here's Allen operating from the gun. That's complete right around the 8. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Stafford now to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
That's the way.
Here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The Lions on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Pressure comes, and the Bills block it. It's picked up. Remember, the ball is live. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. In for the score, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Hauschka now for the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Johnson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Here's Johnson, and they're able to get this one across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Amendola's got it, complete. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. It's a big play there for the Lions. 45 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the gun, Stafford. That is incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Stafford. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So on fourth down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Prater's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Kenny Golladay making his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? Blue 60.
Hey. Check.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Every day, any day.
Throwing again is Stafford. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost, And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Stafford on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This from 25 yards out. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
I got you, pop.
A final shot before half for Allen. He'll buy some time right. A beautiful fake. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, right, Brandon. Thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to this slimmed-down version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And he's getting close to that number 300. That's always kind of the benchmark for a great game for a quarterback, isn't it? 300 yards?
Similar to a runner going over 100 yards or a receiver having a 100-yard-plus day. For a quarterback to throw for over 300 yards or hit that number, that kind of separates you a little bit from just the average guys in the league. This puts you up there in the elites. And that's where everyone wants to be.
And a big reason why they're winning, obviously, too. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because Now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. From the 27, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the dump off. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, it's Johnson, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Star Lotulelei with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
That'd be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Sam Martin now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 6.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. A scoop and score on the fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Prater on to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On first down, Singletary, and able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. The Bills send the punter out. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. And Detroit getting set to go now. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Now Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Jerry Hughes on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
50 set. 180. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Here's McKissick. A good run as he works his way for 9 that time, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and just a few inches.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
At the 21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Singletary again.
Go, go. It's wrong.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They run the counter. Singletary. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Shift, watch the shift.
They go right back to Singletary. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Allen. Little pitch and catch to the tight end Knox. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And able to find John Brown. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game, as his guys are back within a single score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. A 10-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown.
The Bills make me watch.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They will run it. It's McKissick. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Ready? Waiting. Mike, 58, right there. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get it.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes Matthew Stafford now to lead his offense back out there. And he's been great. Look down at the stat monitor here a moment ago. He's already over 300 yards in the third quarter.
And you get the sense there are plenty more yards to come. He's been sharp right from the beginning, finding the open targets, knows exactly where he wants to go with the football, and is delivering it really well.
And now he is in search of more yardage on this drive. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Stafford now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. A carry now for McKissick. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. It's picked up, and this is a live ball, remember. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. As his guys are in for 6, and they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6 points because they handled it so well after the block.
Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So the very rare blocked punt scooped and returned for a touchdown. What an exciting play.
The Bills make me wanna shout.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24. Operating from the gun, Stafford, and he's got Amendola on the connection. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. They'll run with McKissick. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
250.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stafford going underneath. He's got Hockenson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. On the ground, this is Johnson. And boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They run. It's Johnson. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. Carry on Johnson turned away on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
You're going to see me in your nightmares, son. You're going to see me in your nightmares.
Singletary here running out of the gun. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen, and an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 33.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worried about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing is Allen on third. Finding Knox there, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Allen now looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Second down and goal. Allen, slide, and it's a Bills touchdown. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off.
The Bills make me wanna shout.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
All of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Stafford now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Stafford. Got a man. It's Amendola. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. 4th quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Ready. Go 20. On the ball. Cut.
On 1st down, Stafford here. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Mike 58 right there. Tackle.
Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score. So they fought half the battle here, but they're still down.
Plenty of work still left for them, but they delivered on the first step in their comeback attempt.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th. On 1st down, Gore. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So Stafford and the Lions now down by 7. 1:47 on the clock. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Stafford now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Pretty nice move, but not a ton of space there. They stop him shy of the 25. Only 3 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
The Lions need to move. They're hustling to the line now. He'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A gain there of 21 yards. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now it's Stafford. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Counting down to 30 seconds remaining. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He's back to throw. This one complete to Lacey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Stafford. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, watch the slant.
They snap it to Stafford. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it.
It's a loss of a yard.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.